is about enjoying your business. I know it sounds like, well, duh, of course, you're supposed to enjoy your business, Eugenia, I get that, but this is a big but here that a lot of times I hear from spiritual coaches. There is a split between, but I know I can sell this, so this is what I should do, versus, but I actually enjoy talking about this other stuff. And those two things don't always come together in a congruent way. So are you enjoying your business? Are you actually loving the business you're having? Because, hey, if you're a spiritual coach or a healer that's already seeing clients, you're good at what you do, you know that you're an expert and you're bringing this incredible gift through, and you're generating good income, like maybe you're around six figures, maybe a little under, a little over. I mean, hey, you're generating income through your soul work. Like, that's awesome. You don't have a job. You don't do stuff that other people kind of feel like they're forced to do. You actually get to do what you want. You get to set your time. You get to set the topics you want to talk about, the hours of how you're going to do it, like all of that. And you bring income into your life on what you love doing. Like, that's awesome. So if there's some flavor you're noticing in your business that you seem to be doing all the things, but it's hard and you're having to like force yourself almost to make something happen, or that you're pressuring yourself out of some obligation to get stuff done, that's a clue that something is off. That's something, I'll give you some clues here. So it could be literally your business strategy. Like, you might not have one, or you might have one, but it's not really matching you. So the strategy needs to be aligned to how you're built, your natural soul design. This is what I do with my clients. Like, step one is we figure out who are you, how you're made, what's your design for this lifetime. So then the business strategy can actually match that. So that's one issue that could lead to this experience of pressure and not being really happy in your business. But another experience besides the basic strategy could be, are you overcompensating for something? Because a lot of times that's what I see, is that especially women entrepreneurs, we kind of diligently go for, well, I'm going to do this. I promised I'm going to do this. I invested my energy, so I'm going to do this. And we kind of stop questioning, like, is this actually the correct direction? You might have outgrown the type of client you're talking to, but you keep talking to them because you're used to it. Or you might be selling the program that doesn't really fit you anymore. Maybe it never fit you, or maybe it fit you at some point, but it's not matching who you are now and what you're bringing through. So if you're noticing you have that disconnect there, that's also going to create pressure. Another experience is that you're doing something that you think should be there, but it doesn't actually need to be. Our energy field knows what's required and what's not. Like, we know what is something that's natural, that will flow through you and will just show up when you need it. Kind of like, when you know the answer and you have no idea how you know the answer, or the client brings something up and you suddenly like totally sure and channel this thing for them about what can be done about this issue. And you're like, a moment ago, you didn't know that. So that kind of magic happens because the universe brings through us the correct information for the people that we work with. That's how spiritual contracts work. But the problem is that if we stop listening to that and instead we get overly mental with like, well, it should be this way. Like, I'm supposed to have, I don't know, these videos pre-recorded for them, or I'm supposed to have these materials or these workbooks, or, I'm supposed to do my launch this way and have all this stuff. There's like a lot of things that start happening that kind of unnecessary. So now there's a balance between being prepared and being overly prepared, right? So you want to be prepared. That's very healthy. That's business strategy. But you also want to have space for that creative flow. When that balance, that ratio is off, you're going to not like your business. You're going to start to feel pressured or obligation, or you're doing a lot of things that you maybe don't want to be doing. So when that's happening, instead of just pushing yourself because you think this is how you're going to generate income, let's say, I would invite you to step back and really question, like, is this correct? If it is, great, then perhaps the strategy needs to be adjusted. But maybe it's not a correct direction. So this is what I do with my clients as a business coach and a marketing coach, but also energetics. Like I look through your patterns. I look through what is natural and what's not for you. What's the way to go for something where you actually do need to kind of put more effort in, and where you don't need to and you actually need the opposite and step back. And learning how to do that yourself is the key to being able to have a happy business. So there you have it. This is how you notice, like, are you happy in your business? Are you having that flow and ease and excitement, even though it's not always easy, but at least it's fun and it's kind of like what you want is happening, or not? So if this is something you want support with and you recognize that you have those patterns of over pushing or under, like withdrawing and hiding, and you're not sure sort of where you're supposed to be, so overall it just doesn't quite feel good, even though it's generating income, that's a clue that something is off in the energetics. So I invite you to apply to work with me. We can start by just having a free conversation, and I can look at your business, look at your situation, and tell you what is off and what needs to be adjusted and how you can go ahead with your business in a way that is matching you better. And then we can see how I specifically can help in your literal situation. I have to look at your business to do that. So that's kind of how it works. So yeah, if you're noticing that this is what you're dealing with, I would love to look at your business and show you what might be off. So if you're already at the place where business is happening and it feels like a lot of work and a lot of pressure, and you're a spiritual coach or a healer or somebody in a personal transformation niche, so you are bringing through this incredible gift and you're meant to help the world to become a more awakened place, but for some reason, your business is not matching that lovely intention that you have for your clients, that's when we need to talk. So hopefully we'll talk soon. Click the link in description, and I would love to help your business to feel smooth and yummy like it's meant to be, which is the original reason why you started it. Okay, my love to you.